I want to say congratulations on the brand new EP and congratulations on the amazing new single as well that we've been taking a listen to.
Oh, thanks a lot.
So, mate, I was wondering if you could start off by telling us a little bit about what people can actually expect on the new EP if they haven't been able to give it a listen yet.
Yeah, cool. I think the singles we've put out are a pretty good representation, but in saying that, the songs on the EP, they vary pretty wildly in terms of genre and our approach to them. Because we have some older material that's a lot heavier and a bit more aggressive, and the singles we've put out are on the lighter end. We wanted it to be catchy, but then we also do have material on the EP that's a bit more hard-hitting and a little bit of a throwback to our earlier material as well.
So tell us a little bit about the writing process for this album. Did you guys go into it wanting to have a little bit of a harder edge but also some softer tracks, or did that just kind of happen during the recording process?
Well, honestly, when we got Julian, our vocalist, on board, he really has a good skill set in terms of pop-style vocals, so we did want to lean into that as well. Again, some of our the singles that we've put out have kind of put that aspect to the forefront as well. So we've got those pop-style vocals that we did go into the writing process wanting to show off a little bit. But then at the same time, we really wanted to have a good blend of our more aggressive styles as well. So it kind of spans the musical palette, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I was going to say Julian's vocals on the brand new single are absolutely fantastic. What was it like working with him in the studio with those vocals? Because, like I said, they're just stunning.
Oh, yeah, he is a breeze to work with. So I record and mix and master all of our material, and honestly, Julian, he's a breeze to work with. He's really good. He's really good at taking on suggestions, and there's no real studio trickery going on either. He can do what he does on record.
Yeah. And you've got Lizzie on board as well, of course, for the last single. So tell us a little bit about how that came about working with Lizzie, and where did that idea come from to bring in a female vocalist?
Yeah, well, when we came up with Reminisce, Julian, of course, wrote the lyrics for it, and it's one of those, stories that are from two perspectives, and it's to do with a previous relationship of his. So we almost wanted, I think we almost needed someone else to come in to take on a few of the lyrics, and we had played a show with The Beautiful Monument during the writing process. And when we saw Lizzie's vocal performance live, we thought it was going to be a perfect fit. We had met some of the people in The Beautiful Monument before, and I think we're pretty good friends with them now. So we just asked Lizzie, and she was very kind and more than happy to jump on the track.
Yeah. So Reminisce comes from a very heartfelt place for Julian. What were some of the other inspirations that were coming through in the lyrics for you guys when you were writing this EP?
Oh, yeah. So some of the songs definitely are on that personal side of things. For example, there is another song about a previous relationship, but there's also other topics that we touch on as well. I mean, again, on top of the more personal aspect, we also, have had a history of writing about things that we want to see changed in the world, and we still have that thread going through some of our music. So there's that topic as well.
You mentioned that you mix and produce the material. Tell us a little bit about the recording process for this album. Was it all done kind of in the one period of time, or did you go in and record each track individually over a period of time?
We almost did it in two halves. because we know we wanted a few singles to put out before the EP. So we had these songs, and we kind of picked out, I think it was 3 songs at the start that we knew we wanted to put out as singles. So we actually recorded those first, and then once those were in a good position and we were ready to track the other songs, we did those as well. And it almost turned out that all of them sounded like singles. There's no real, in our opinion, there's no real filler. We really tried on all the songs, so we're pretty proud of how it came out.
Yeah, definitely. And the album's going to come out now while we're all in lockdown. How does that change the way that you go about promoting the album? Because, of course, normally you would go out there and do an album launch show or something like that. How does being in lockdown change the way you guys are going to promote the EP now?
Yeah, it is tough, to be honest. We had a tour that was cancelled that we were going to be doing with a couple of other bands called Two Octavia and Alt, who we really like as well. So it's definitely a bummer that we had to cancel that. But yeah, we're now thinking of ways of how to promote it, which is still a bit of a challenge, honestly. We're thinking about pushing it back, but we still wanted people to be able to hear what we've been working on for quite a while now. So yeah, we're still thinking of ways to make it stand out in the crowd. We were going to be doing a bit of a live stream, but now with the further restrictions on, who can be in a room at the one time, it makes it even more difficult. So I guess all we can do is hope that people resonate with the music and share it around.
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of it's kind of the only way that music gets spread around in any meaningful way.
Yeah,
and it's just word of mouth. Yeah.
And of course, being such a great EP as well, you guys are going to have a lot of people reviewing it, so that's going to help as well, I guess. But how are you guys actually spending the lockdown? Like, I have this theory that in 12 months' time, we're going to see so much amazing music out there because all these musicians who have been in lockdown are going to be writing while they're in lockdown. What are you guys doing while you're in lockdown?
Yeah, Dave, I think you're right. A lot of bands are taking this time to work on their upcoming material. I've been talking to a few people who are doing that, and I'm, as I said, with the production side of things, I work with other bands as well, so I'm currently finishing up a few EPs in the mixing stage, and I think they're all pretty good. We're just finishing up, promoting this EP, and as I said, talking about those ideas to how to promote it. But once this is all kind of done, we're definitely going to be, putting our heads down and thinking about what we should follow up this release with. And we've just recently been having discussions about which kind of direction we want to go in, and what we want to say musically and all that kind of stuff. So, this time in isolation should hopefully help us out in terms of writing.
Yeah. So does that mean that we might hear a different sound from you guys in the future? Is that what you mean when you said that you're looking at new directions and things like that?
Well, I mean, with this EP as well, we're always going to be, I guess, thinking about how we should present ourselves, because we do have a lot of different influences. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go in a completely different direction, but in saying that, we do enjoy what we have come up with for this EP as well. So it's very open at the moment in terms of how we're going to, direct ourselves in terms of sound.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Mark, I guess to finish off, is there anything you would like to say to our readers and listeners out there before they go out and check out the EP?
Well, I mean, I guess we touched on it before, but if anyone's thinking of supporting a band, not just us, but any bands releasing new music or trying to get themselves heard in this time, now's a really good time to support them, because as we were saying, it's a pretty difficult time for musicians and people across the industry. So I would pay attention to bands at the moment if you can.
Awesome. Well, mate, thank you so much for chatting to us today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we wish you all the best of luck with the release of the EP.
Hey, thanks so much.